Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today we are doing 4 looks with 4 different palettes, and the theme or the brand that we are using today is Makeup Revolution, and we are using the Icon palettes. This is the Enchanted Icon. I think these palettes only go for like $12 or $14 on Ulta, and they are pretty solid palettes. Again, this is the Enchanted palette that we're going to be using today. They have cream shades right here. I've never used them. They still have the plastic on them, so I still have never used them. But today we are going to be using probably this shade and this shade and this shade. And I want to use, I think, maybe this shade and this shade in the inner corner. I think that's what I want to do. So those are pretty cool shades. Pretty cool shades. I'm going to take my EO6, if I can find it here, in my Singe brushes. Yes, I'm gonna pull back the wig a little bit. And these do not have shade names, but I'm taking the number 6 shade, I think it is called, and seeing if I can use a brush with it. Or if I'm gonna have to use another brush or my finger. This is my Throwback Thursday series too, because all these palettes have been around for a while. I'm going to try my EO9. My EO9 brush is more of a flat paddle brush, but I'm filming this look on Monday. Monday morning. Okay, I'm just gonna have to go in with my finger. To get a more opaque look that I'm looking for. This is like a duochrome shade here. I'm not looking for these to be very pigmented shades. But I would like for them to be a little bit more opaque looking. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with my finger on the other eye. These do feel kind of wet. These shades do. Kind of creamy. Or this shade does, at least. Okay, I'm gonna try the brush again. Having a little trouble with this. I hope this isn't the case all week long. I just think this was supposed to be kind of iridescent kind of shade. Very nice though. Okay, then I'm going to take this EO6 and go into that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 shade. It's kind of a cherry shade, a light cherry shade. Okay, then I'm going into this brown shade. I'm going to put it on the outside of the eye, but it's not the darkest color that I'm going to use. Still using this E06 brush. Okay, and then I'm going to take the E03 brush. Yes, and take this darker brown. And add a little depth to this look. Colors aren't that pigmented. I didn't expect them to be for Makeup Revolution. But this is a cute palette. Okay, I'm going to take that E09 and put that shade a little bit more throughout the eye. That shimmer shade. Okay, let's clean up a little bit. Very nice, very nice. Gonna take that E07 and take that dark brown and go just a little bit in the lower lash line. Just work this out a little bit so I don't have such a harsh line. Okay, very nice look. Very nice look, I think. Let me go put on my mascara and clean my brushes, and I will be right back. Okay, so here's the final look. Well, wait, I haven't put in the inner corner highlight, which I'm going to use this shade right here. And right here. Perfect. Oh, that looks really good. That looks really nice. So, this is the look that we have here for our first look. Let me know what you think down below. And we will continue on to look number 2. Okay, on to look number 2, and we are using the True Icon palette, which I think was supposed to be kind of a dupe for the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions palette. I think it kind of looks like it, and that's what it looks like. And it has the two creams over here, which I'm not going to use, but we are taking the E06 brush again, and I think I'm going to be using this shade, definitely this shade here, and probably this light shade here. So I'm going to dip into this shimmer shade here and see if it works a little better with the brush than the one yesterday did. Yesterday's look did turn out pretty good in the long run. I like the way it turned out. We're getting a good amount of shimmer here. A good amount of glow. Coming up is Father's Day weekend. Do you have any plans? I keep waiting to hear from my brother to see if he wants to do anything with my dad. I haven't heard anything yet. I probably will text him today or tomorrow to see. If he wants to make any plans for Sunday. Okay, we've got some glow going on here. And I'm going to take this same brush and go into this second lightest shade here. Not the lightest shade. And lay that down in the middle part of my eye. On the lid and above the lid. I looked online, these palettes go for $13. So it said $12, $14. I was wrong about that. They were actually $13. Right in the middle there. Go back into that shimmer shade. And go over that shade. Okay, then I'm going to take this second to darkest shade here and put it on the outside of my eye. Still using this E06 brush from Singe Beauty. Blending in. It's blending very nicely with the other shade. Then I'm going to take my E03 brush and take this darkest powder shade. And give it that depth and dimension that I'm always looking for. This is definitely a warmer toned palette. Very nice look. Very nice. Go back into that shimmer shade and just run that through. Run that shimmer shade through. Okay, now we're going to clean up a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to take that EO7, if I've been saying that right, yeah, EO7 brush to that darkest color. And go in the lower lash line with it. Just a little bit. So I think I've got a nice gradient going on here. Very nice. These Makeup Revolution palettes are very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Oops. Still clean up just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to put on some mascara, clean my brushes, and I will be right back with the final. Well, wait. No, I want to take this lightest, yeah, the lightest matte shade and put it in the inner corner. Sometimes I do shimmers and sometimes we do mattes in the inner corner. Today I feel like a matte inner corner. Okay, alright, I will be right back. Okay, and this is the second look that we have this week. I really, really like this look. Really like this look a lot. Nice gradient look we've got here. And this is the palette. I'll show you I used this shade here, this shade here, this shade here, and this shade here, and this shade here in the inner corner. So, yeah. So, and I did not use, I still have the cover on these cream shades here. Kind of afraid to take those off, that those would dry out, and I don't use them anyway. So that is the look we have for today. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and then we will go ahead and move along to day number 3. Okay, see you in a sec. Okay, we're on to look number 3, and we are using the smoky icon. And again, it has these cream colors over here, but again, they are not going to be used. And I think I want to use this kind of maroon shimmer here and some of these mattes down here. Not sure which ones I'm going to use. I'm going to start off with this shimmer shade here in my EO6 brush, if I can find it. Yeah, first I'm going to take a sip of coffee because I really need it. Okay. I don't know if I've ever used this palette before. It doesn't look like it's been used before. Gonna load up this brush here with this maroon shade. I didn't want to do the silver and black look. I'm glad this had a colorful shade in it. So I might be changing jobs soon. I'll be staying with the same company, but I might not be working where I'm currently working right now. they might be transferring me to a new place, which I'm kind of scared of and kind of excited about at the same time, because I'll get to be doing something different. I work in security. I'll get to be doing something different, but I also was kind of hoping I would be staying at this job site that I'm at for a while. Because it was a really good site. They're just not needing guards there anymore, I think. So that is it. It's not because I did anything wrong or anything like that. Okay, I'm going into this kind of brownish shade, this light brown shade. With the same brush. Then working it in to the middle part of the eye. But I really did enjoy this job while it lasted. And then I'm going to go in with my E30 brush and go into this darker gray color. For that depth and dimension. I'm just always scared of starting something new, you know? And I don't know when it's gonna happen. It could be in a couple of weeks. It could still be another month. I'm gonna take that shimmer shade and go over what I just did. Very dark look today. Very moody look today. Gonna clean it up some. Did I say this one was called the Smoky Icon? I think it did. Okay, I'm going to go into this light silver shade and put it in the inner corner to kind of lighten things up. Oh yeah, very nice. And then take my E7 brush and go into this kind of lighter gray and go in the lower lash line. I'm going to take that E03 and blend this out a little more. okay. It's an okay look. I think maybe I made it a little too dark. But, yeah, it's okay look. It's an okay look, I guess. But, yeah. Let me go clean my brushes and put on my mascara, and I will be right back. Okay, so this is how the final look is. We have, this is the look, and let me show you what shades I used. I used this shade here, this shade here, this shade here, and this shade is the inner corner highlight. I actually have my glasses here for all you glasses wearers that want to see what this looks like with glasses on, because I do wear my glasses during the daytime. This is what the look looks like with glasses on. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those off for now because I am going to wear those. I'm going to take some photos with them without the glasses, but I just did happen to have my glasses there. So let me know what you think. I do still think the first look I did was probably my favorite so far, but we still have one more palette left. We have the Eternal palette to go. This one I will be using tomorrow. We'll probably be using some of the green shades in it, and yeah, one more palette left. And okay, see you tomorrow. All right, or see you in just a second. Okay, be right back. Okay, on to the final day, and we are using the Eternal Icon palette, and I want to use this shimmer here, right here, and then probably try out this green one right here, and then, well, that's a green, those are cream shades there, and then I don't know, one of these darker shades, and I might have to pull in my Natasha Denona palette for a darker shade, this palette right here, for some depth and dimension. Okay, we are taking the EO6 brush and going into this shade 2, here, and putting it in the inner corner. This is the shimmer shade. We're seeing how it lays down. You know, I wasn't really happy with yesterday's look. It was okay, but I don't know. I just don't think I like dark shimmers all that much. But I like them with a little bit of opacity. That look was just too dark yesterday, I think. Okay, I'm gonna use my fingers a little bit and try to get it to show up a little bit more. Maybe I should lay down some shadow first, I don't know. Okay, I think that's the best we're gonna get right there. Okay, let's take that EO6 brush still and take that last shade there, that green shade. Every day is a new experiment. For me, at least. Even if it's palettes I've used before, which I'm sure I've used this palette before. Oh, that's a pretty color. Well, I like that. Oh, I like those two together. That's really nice. Okay, I'm gonna take that shimmer shade some more and pull it through. Over that green shade, like a little topper shade. Well, that looks really nice. I think that looks nice. Okay, I'm gonna take this 6, 7, 8, this ninth shade, this ninth shade. Oh, I think this will be enough. I think this will be enough where we won't have to bring in that Natasha Denona shade. Maybe. Oh, I should be using my number 3 brush, but I'm just using my number 6 brush. Still, it's a very versatile brush. But let me get that number 3 brush out. It's a little fluffier, a little better for blending shades. Okay, I want to get that green shade back in there. Okay, let me clean this up a little bit. I like this kind of woodsy look. Okay. Just okay, now I'm going to take the EO7 and take that brown shade and go down just a little bit. Okay. And I do think I'm going to take this Natasha Denona palette and take this lightest shade in here and use it as an inner corner. Just a matte inner corner. Very nice. It's very nice. I really like this look. I do. I really like this look. Okay, I'm going to go offline and clean my brushes and put on mascara, and I will be right back. Okay, this is how the final look turned out. I think it turned out really nicely. Really cool, really nice. So I used this shade right here, this shade right here, this shade right here. Not a lot of depth and dimension, but enough for me to be happy. And then I just used this Natasha Denona palette, and you can see here, this has some, can you see that? This has some pan in it because I've been using that a lot for inner corner highlights, and that's what I used today. So let me know what you think. What was your favorite look? I'm thinking between this, the enchanted pack, the enchanted icon, and well, actually I like the true icon look a lot. I like this one a lot, and I like them all except I didn't like the smoky icon that much, not as much as like the other looks, but yeah, the true icon look, and I really like this look a lot too. And if I can remember correctly, I really like the enchanted icon look. But yeah, these are very solid palettes. If you get them through Makeup Revolution or you get them through Ulta, however you want to get them, I highly recommend them. And so yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching my video. Comment down below, let me know what's going on, how you're doing, all that good stuff. And yeah, I am sending you all of those good vibes. Do all the YouTube things. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, goodbye.